those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. I just do more readings over there. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading on YouTube, so if some of the messages don't resonate, don't try to make it fit. That's okay. Just pay attention to the ones that do and leave the ones that don't resonate for the people it will resonate for. So the card that we have for you, I guess my spirit guys wanted to join in, but we have the Fool. That's really interesting. Because I've gotten the Fool recently, and usually I don't get repeats all that often unless I just only use major arcanas for the general energy. But with the Fool here, this is definitely representing some sort of big, beautiful, bright beginning in your life. And you don't necessarily have to see the brightness in your life to know that yet. I just feel like you're really, really initiating something that is exciting, fulfilling, whatever it is, you're being called to go into it without, too many expectations. Stay open to all kinds of different possibilities, the ones you expect, the ones that you don't expect. Definitely stay open to unexpected challenges on this new, big journey that you are starting in your life. There's definitely a huge message here about how you look at challenges and needing to change your perspective on those things. You might have already done that, but just keep in mind that the road or the path forward might not be as straight as you want it to be, but it still leads to the same destination. And I really love how that came out. I just saw 2, 3, 4, so trust that everything happens for a reason. The challenges that show up on this path will happen for a reason, and I really feel like the universe wants you to take a spiritual approach in terms of trying to understand why these challenges are on your path. Really try to not take them personally, but if they do become triggering and your inner child starts kicking and screaming, be kind to yourself in that moment. Give yourself some space. Just allow yourself to feel things through. And for lack of a better way to say it, it's how I say it whenever I'm talking about yourself. Whenever you come back to your senses, then focus on trying to change your perspective and trying to find deeper meaning. I definitely feel something here to always allow yourself to grieve first and then try to change your perspective. I just saw 3, 3, 3, so definitely know that you're healing and understanding these challenges. They're going to help you expand. They're going to help take you to places that you've never been before, that maybe you never thought you'd ever be before. But in a really good way. Of course, it's going to take you to places that you really, truly do deserve to be. It could help you manifest people in your life who understand you better and respect you more. It could be about a job, a new home. It could be about any big beginning in your life. I just think the universe really wants you to be aware that yes, there are going to be challenges on this road. There may be some detours, but that's okay. It's part of the path. It's part of getting there. You just have to stay patient, trust, and believe in yourself. Trust that these challenges do have deeper meaning, that they're not just all in vain or, to make life purposely harder for you. I also want to talk about the O or the 0 that the Fool is represented with. I just saw 4, 5, 6. Everything happens for a reason. With the O or the 0, that for me is a message about the infiniteness of your soul something here about transforming energy. I feel like you could be being called to change your perspective about big life things, like life itself. Definitely death is something that I feel like you need to find more closure with, because it's just loss in general and change that you need to find more closure with. I really feel called to say again, trust that the challenges on this brand new path do not mean that you made the wrong decision. And I'm picking up this message that I got from another tarot reader. Her name is Desi. That was then, this is now. So yeah, just take that however it resonates. The number 144 might be significant. Next, I'm going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to look deeper into this. I'm really curious about this reading, because this does feel like newer energy that I haven't really tapped into before. We have the Star for your first card. Wow, okay. Oh my gosh, and there are 2 white dogs. Okay, so a white dog could definitely be a very important sign for someone, or some sort of white animals, maybe just the color white. I'm really feeling like white dogs might be a very specific message for someone. But with the Star coming out, with the Fool, you are in a very beautiful time in your life. And if this is not now, this will be down the road. And I notice this dog is walking down a path. And I also got something here. There may be something here about dog walking. I'm not exactly sure how that would resonate or apply, so if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't. But the Star here, this is definitely a time in your life where things are starting to get better. I definitely feel like you've been presented with an opportunity, like you've done your healing, and now it's reflecting as an opportunity that you actually deserve in your material world. Things are getting better at home, at work, in your friend groups, somewhere. Maybe it's all places, all aspects. Things are definitely getting better for you. And I think the universe wants you to know that, it's all because of you. You got you here. Yes, the universe communicated with you, your spirit guides supported you, but the only person that will ever have control over your decisions is you. So definitely be proud of yourself for holding yourself accountable. Wow, this is very powerful. And making better decisions so you can have more and the collective can have more. I'm feeling something here about selfishness. When it comes to more selfish people, or people in general who express themselves in darker ways, I feel like you need to make room for them in terms of looking at why they are the way they are from a logical perspective rather than emotional perspective. Me personally, I believe more in pain than evil. I do believe there are people who do bad and know they're doing bad, but spiritually, I think that it really just comes from people not understanding, why they went through what they did, why they had the challenges that they did. And I really feel like you being that leader, trying to find deeper meaning in the challenges in your life, I feel like you could really help other people, or inspire other people to look at challenges differently, to see it as a lesson rather than a punishment. I definitely feel like you could help people have a more balanced appreciation in life, and not just, only residing in the light or only residing in the darkness. And it's interesting I said reside. It's making me think of studying Italian, how when you're telling people where you live, it's I reside, abito, or I live, vivo. And I don't know why it made me think of that. That could be significant for someone But with the word reside, I really feel like this big beginning, it could be about where you live, like a new living situation. It doesn't have to be. I feel like that's just for someone who really needs that confirmation and, are trying to make a big decision here. Whoever is watching this is definitely making a big decision. But I just saw 1, 2, 3, I think, or some number sequence like that. And, the universe is definitely coming through to keep trusting that everything happens for a reason. And, we do have the power to discover what that reason is. We just can't close ourselves off from faith and exploring the unknown, for sure. And I actually just thought of 13 Moon Tarot because of the way she says unknown. So everything does happen for a reason. If you know that tarot reader, she could be significant. For your next card, wow, we have the 2 of Wands, and I just saw 1111. Let me get a drink of water. So there's definitely some sort of choice you are being presented with. I was recently in the same exact energy, like this past month or whatever. I moved literally like a week ago. But yeah, this, like, it's like you have 2 options. You don't have to have just 2 options, but for the sake of brevity or whatever, just an example, you have 2 options. One of these is going to be, one, like, it's like a fork in the road. You're either going to go down the path that continues to be self-destructive, or you're going to go down the path that allows you to love yourself and to give yourself what you deserve, to recognize and respect your worth. It definitely does feel like you're in the beginning stages. Some sort of change. I mean, especially with the Fool, that kind of makes it obvious. But there is a very, very important decision here. And I really think you need to take it seriously. This could be something about surgery, whatever it is. Don't let your fears hold you back from what you deserve. Be willing to take the risks that you need to take to give yourself what you deserve. I think that's why it's so important for us to be open to facing the darker aspects of life. There's a lot of courage in change, definitely. Let me think for a second. There may be some sort of planning that you may need to do, and you're definitely being called to do that, especially if you want to make things easier on yourself. We have the 8 of Cups here. Yeah. This is definitely a strong confirmation to not let your fears get in the way. I feel like you should know already, your intuition should be telling you pretty loudly where you should go, and you feel pretty confident about it, but you may get into your head a little bit when the challenges arise. And when those challenges come up, of course, allow yourself to process, cry if you need to. I stress cry, it's okay. And, just be patient with yourself. Be patient with whatever challenge you are trying to work through. That feels like a very, very important message for someone. Let me think. Really, this just feels like a big reading on changing your perspective on challenges, for sure. If some challenges cause you anxiety, address your anxiety just as you have been. When you start to feel depressed, address it as just, address it as you have been. The word adjust was trying to come out of my mouth. And I really think that's the universe wanting you to know that you will adjust things. The dust will settle, things will fall into place. Just trust that everything happens for a reason, and really keep an open mind about what challenges even mean. It's not the challenge itself that is bad. It's how we handle those challenges that have the potential to be bad. But it also has the potential to be good. We get to choose how we face these challenges. And there's so much love, self-respect, and self-love that I'm feeling right now. I think I just saw 444. I'm not sure. I did see a number, but dang it, universe, I was trying to say something. Oh gosh. I'm feeling like kind of like a magical, mysterious energy here. So I really think that the universe is just confirming or affirming for someone that they're still there, they're not going anywhere. They will be there for you just as much as they have been through your healing and overcoming your fears. They'll always be there, and they never want you to be afraid to reach out. Don't think that you know, just because you did your healing, you have to solve everything on your own. You know, stay open to that spiritual guidance, because it's not only for, you know, spiritual guidance doesn't end at healing or overcoming your fears. I really, really feel like your spirit guides in the universe want to build like a real relationship with you. Wow. Next we have the 8 of Wands. The number 88 could be significant, or just the number 8 in general. I'm also thinking of the infinity loop, and that's another message about the infiniteness of your soul. I feel like someone is there's something here about a very, very challenging decision. A lot of fear has a potential to make you make a decision that you don't really believe in. So, you know, have the courage to believe in yourself, to trust your intuition, and remember that your soul is infinite, and you don't need to be afraid of the universe. You don't need to be afraid of death or change, losing things, starting new things. You don't need to be afraid of transforming. I mean, heck, you literally, healing is a transformation. You are so much more capable than your fears and your ego want you to believe. I think it's really important right now that you don't get too stuck into your head. And when you feel yourself going back to that place, you know, where you want to be self-destructive because you're frustrated, listen to yourself. Listen to your inner child. Communicate with yourself. Leave that line of communication with yourself open. And I feel like some people watching this already know that, so that's just confirmation. But there's definitely a fast-moving energy that comes with this new beginning. I really feel like things started to speed up. And know that, you know, I want to say that the universe never puts you through more than you can handle. But, you know, I'm still trying to decipher whether I believe that or not. So if you believe it, that message is coming through. Trust that you are not put through anything that you can't handle. Like, I really, really feel this message coming through that you do not need to be afraid of the universe, because you are part of it. You are one with it. You are nature too. You don't need to be afraid. You have your instincts. Whatever you're being faced with, whatever challenges that might show up on your path, just remember that you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And everything will work out, even if it's not in the way that we want necessarily, you know. And I just saw 1911, and I feel like someone's ancestors are coming through to talk about whenever they made a difficult decision. You know, do I give future generations more? Do I give my family line more? Or do I stay here in fear? Like, do I take this risk to have more? Like, I feel like someone's ancestors really, really want to connect with someone about some big decision they made. It could be specifically like traveling to a different country for better opportunities. If it's not that, just in general, there's something that someone's ancestors did that they want to talk to you about, to really help you tap into your strength and to help you feel less alone, to know that, you know, those before you have made these hard decisions too, and they are there with you to help you make them. And if anything, nowadays with, spirituality being so big and, the occult being more apparent, I guess. I forgot where I was going to lead that, so just take it however it resonates. But yeah, someone's ancestors really, really, really wants you to connect with them. Definitely connect with like your ancestry. Try to find out family history. I feel like there's some sort of challenge that an ancestor had that I feel like could really inspire you and help you keep moving forward. Like, this feels very close to the heart kind of thing, and I think it could be really, really helpful for you. So communicate with your spirit guides, and specifically your ancestors. To clarify this third card, we have the Six of Cups, which is such a beautiful energy, because this really shows, how much reconnecting with your inner child was worth it. This is definitely a more playful, more joyous time in your life. So don't be afraid to, bask in that and to enjoy that. Of course, apply what you learned, don't get attached, but, allow yourself to enjoy the success that you have created for yourself. I feel like maybe whatever change is happening in your life with this new big beginning, it might be bittersweet, and I think that's really interesting, because that's how it was for me whenever I moved. I got comfortable with the neighborhood I lived in, and I had a neighbor that I was close with, and something crazy happened at my neighbor's house that, and but then there was also like, okay, well, now I get to live with people who actually love me for who I am, who allow me to have a voice. Yeah, change, it can really, really suck, but it can also be really, really great. And I just saw 22, and I think that really confirms that with a choice coming up with the Two of Wands here. Don't be afraid to choose what you feel called to choose, and don't let anyone get into your head about who you are, where you're meant to be, who you should be, or where you should be. Just trust your intuition on this one, and remember that the universe and your spirit guides are always there to communicate with you and support you. Wow, the Two of Wands, we have the Lovers. There's a very mysterious kind of energy that is coming from the Lovers, but not because like it's like a romantic interest. I mean, there could be another person involved, another commitment. It doesn't have to be a person involved that is being confirmed here. But the message that I was mainly getting from this with like the mysteriousness was there's a very sacred, I just saw 23, decision that you are being called to make right now. And I really feel like your ancestors are here on this one. Are you going to choose to love yourself? Are you going to continue doing that? Or are you going to choose to destroy yourself and to go back to that place of fear? I just saw 2, 3, 4. Trust that everything happens for a reason. If any challenges come up on this new path that you are starting, be patient with them. Try to understand them. Be patient with yourself when it comes to trying to understand them. Be patient with the universe when it comes to them trying to help you understand. Sometimes the universe doesn't want you to understand the meaning of a challenge until later on, when things better align. So when it comes to finding your answers, no matter what answer you need, stay patient with it, and, don't be self-destructive and turn your back on your faith, just because you're not getting your answers as fast as you want them. Just trust that they will come. Now we have the Page of Wands. That inner child energy is definitely coming through. That's not the Page of Wands, by the way. That's the Page of Pentacles. So with saying the Page of Wands, I really, really feel someone here who has really connected with their inner flame, with that significant relationship. Twin flames could be significant, but definitely use your judgment on that. But yeah, someone's spark for life has really been reignited. There's someone here who is now willing to fight for life, to have more, and to keep moving forward. And that's so awesome, and that's so beautiful, and it just shows so much respect to your younger self. You are in such a beautiful energy. I have no idea what you did, but I am so proud of you, just as much as the universe and your spirit guides are, for sure. And definitely as you move forward on this path, don't let the darkness win. Stay connected with your inner child. Stay connected with your courage, but also stay connected with your grace. It's all about balance. I'm pretty sure, if you've gotten this far, I feel like you know what to do. But, if anyone needs those confirming messages, I really hope that you got them with this reading, because you truly are in a beautiful part of your life, and this decision on your path, if it's a challenging decision, it's there for a reason. And just trust yourself with wherever you think you should go, because no matter where it is, you're meant to be there. And we may not, just because you are where you're meant to be, that doesn't mean that you are where you deserve to be. I do feel called to say that, but know that you always have the power to keep moving forward and to keep going after what you want, and that sort of thing. Just what I'm really feeling is, don't give up and stay connected with your inner child, your younger childhood self. Keep reparenting that inner child. I definitely feel there's a lot of grace here that you are being called to show to yourself, or to continue to show to yourself, if that's what you've been doing. Last card from this deck is the Queen of Swords. It's really interesting, fast-moving energy. This Queen of Swords here is all about what's going on within you. The thoughts that create your actions. I think this is really saying that you are ready for these challenges. You are ready to move at a faster pace in life because of how much you've really seen your strength. You're able to handle more, to carry more, to be responsible for more. So now is definitely not the time to underestimate yourself or doubt yourself, especially if you feel confident about the path that you've been on for a while. Just don't let the fear and the frustration take away from you all that you've earned. Whoever is watching this, you have come so far. And that was then, this is now. That's like a specific message for someone. There's this tarot reader called, her name is Desi. I think it's called the Celestial Rainbow 144. I'm not sure. If you know that reader, she might be significant. Maybe 13 Moon Tarot as well. The number 13 really confirms the good luck that you are receiving right now. And stay open to what that good luck could be. It could be mental luck, emotional luck, spiritual luck, material luck. Just whatever it is, luck is definitely on your side right now. You have brought justice to yourself on a mental and emotional and spiritual level, and now it's time to bring you justice on a material level. In the beginning, I did say that this message would include manifestation. So whatever big opportunity is coming up, we're always manifesting things. You manifested this for yourself. You aligned yourself with this opportunity. You did all the work. You were only here because you put yourself here. I know for a while now you've been called to recognize your power, but this is really an opportunity to help you see that. Power doesn't have to be about money. And I think you really know that well. But just know that with this fast-moving energy, if you feel like things are moving too fast, you always have the power to slow down. To wrap up this reading, I'm going to get a piece of paper from this baggie that came from Fortune Cookies. I always love using little stuff like this, just because it's always like a nice little touch, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, bro. Be prepared to accept a wondrous opportunity in the days ahead. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm telling you, everything happens for a freaking reason. Like, at this point in this reading, whoever is watching this, it is undeniable what opportunity I am talking about. But if you don't know what it is, because there's still that possibility, just trust that this opportunity is going to come up. Stay open as well as to what this opportunity is. I do feel like it has a lot to do, at least for most people, maybe it has a lot to do with moving where you live. But it could also be about a new job or a new position at a job. It could be about new people in your life. I just saw 111. Whatever it is, trust yourself, believe in yourself, and don't be afraid to follow your own path and to be independent. There's a lot of independence with this Queen of Swords here. But that will conclude your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.